Well, hello, LEAD 635 students. This is Dr. Pardue. I just wanted to take a moment and touch base with you about this week's assignment because we had some questions, and I found in previous terms that this assignment can sometimes trip students up a little bit because it is unique in the way that it's laid out. So this is the personal prayer analysis, and I wanted to kind of go over those instructions with you. This assignment has three different sections. They're all very important, and you don't want to leave anything out in them. The first one, you're going to find all the prayers of Jesus in the Gospels. You're going to search through the four Gospels, look for those prayers, and you're going to list those with the reference and then a description, a brief description of what the prayer looks like. And so, for example, in your example, Mark 1:35, a prayer of Jesus, and then the description provided in the instructions says praying early. So you're going to do that at random. So just every time you find a prayer, you're going to plug it into your table and you're going to write a brief description of it. The next table, a completely separate table, is to take all of those prayers and then group them by the description. So at this point, the description then becomes first. So you might say early prayer. And then if there are 10 early prayers, you're going to list those there in the references. So here's the description, here's what I found about the prayer, and then here's all the prayers that fall into that category. So what you have is the first table is just the prayers, really not organized in any way. The second table has them all organized by the general description that you gave. And then the third section is going to be the analysis. Within that section, there's an investigation and summary review, personal observations about your tables, what you found in the prayer life of Jesus, and then also how it relates to your own prayer life, and then a concluding section. And so three sections, and that third section has three subsections. So I hope that'll be helpful with you on that. One of the questions was, because in the instructions it's worded kind of oddly, where it says the entire assignment should exceed 3 pages. That means you should have more than 3 pages. Ideally, this is a 4 or 5 page assignment, and it's really hard to do it in any less of that because honestly, your tables are going to be rather large. If you only find 3 or 4 or 5 prayers, you're not going to get a very good grade. I've had students turn it in with 20 or 30 prayers before, and that's where you're starting to get into that A category when you get into your grades, is if you've identified that many prayers, then group them well and then responded well to that. One of the things that you're probably still seeing in my notes to you are comments on formatting. I really want to encourage you as we close out the term to really be mindful of your formatting. I judge your formatting based on the Liberty Writing Guide. I've posted that link before in the announcements. You can go back and look at that. I have students sometimes that tell me, well, this professor wants this or this professor wants that, and I'm sorry that that's happened to you. What I want you to do is follow the style guide, which includes a writing sample. Your paper should look like that paper. And so as we finish out with this prayer assignment and then also with the final assignments, I'm really going to count off on the missed formatting because I know that by now I've commented on it several times for you, and so I want you to be taking note of my comments and making corrections for future assignments. I hope you're doing well. I hope the Lord is blessing you this week. If you have questions, please email me. Glad to answer those. And remember, there's not much time left in our course. We're going to have the hard deadline on the last Friday of the class. Remember that, of course, week 8 ends on Friday and not Sunday, which is a little bit of a change. So go ahead and be making preparations for that now. And if you're graduating, it's an exciting time. That'll be coming up in just a couple weeks. Again, I hope the Lord blesses you today. If you have questions, let me know, and we'll talk to you again soon.